Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic for some more Sudoku fun today after our excursion into languages yesterday. Now, the Kickstarter campaign is still ongoing, still at levels that we could not have believed originally, well over 4,500 backers, but only 11 days to go. So do get on board if you haven't yet and reserve a copy of the book. It's shutting down in 11 days, that Kickstarter campaign. And also on Patreon, we have the monthly reward puzzle still there to be solved. We will be doing a video for that in about a week's time to explain it for the $3 patrons. Anybody who's $2 or above can see the puzzle though. Also, just in case anybody doesn't know and they wanted to try a paper version of the Malagasy language puzzle I did yesterday, it is on the community tab now. Right, all of that said, let's have a look at today's puzzle. And it's classic Sudoku. This came in from Alessandra Perna, who said that after several days it had been driving her crazy. She didn't want to resort to brute force techniques, bifurcating. Well, we'll see how I get on with trying not to do that, or not to do what I count as that anyway. So do have a go, just regular Sudoku rules. It's on the link under the video as always, and I'm going to have a go now. Let's get cracking. So we've got 4 8s actually looking into box 1. So we can place the 8 there. We've got 4s here also that can give a placed 4 up here. And that gives a 4 in one of those cells. 2, 6. There's not a lot of other stuff. 2 in one of those, just doing some Snyder notation pencil marks to show where cells are confined within a box, where digits are confined within a box. Our 1s, nice pattern in the middle, so 1 is confined to one of those 2. Wow, 8's there. There's just not a lot here. 9s are in one of those because of those 2 9s ruling out those cells. That puts a 9 somewhere up there. Sometimes I will do 3 pencil marks where I think I can keep track of them. This is a naked single 4 actually. 5 9 8 2 6 in the row. 7 in the box, 1 3 in the column. So the only digit available for that cell is a 4, which removes that one. This is normally a powerful pattern because you only need 1 stroke to remove 3 of these possibilities, but it's not actually doing anything for us here. Okay, I'm not finding much. Now I may have missed something, but there's not a lot available here. So I'm going to start putting in some possible where there's 2 digits only available in a cell. That may be useful to crack a puzzle that looks as hard as this. And we've got a little trio of pair possibilities in row 3. This one is 3 or 9 as well. And this one is 3 or 4. I saw one earlier, I should have marked it then. This, I think, was 5 or 7, yes. Now, there may be other dual pair possibilities, but those are the ones I'm seeing at the moment. 7, actually, I'm going to do the corner mark, because it's confined to those 2 cells by that 7 being ruled out of there. Crumbs, how are we going to make any progress here? 2 6 3 1 4. This is tricky. I mean, 8s, there were a lot of 8s provided. We're left with those two. I suppose 8s in the middle box are confined to those. Don't know how this helps though. 6, 7. My goodness, this is vicious. 4s. Again, there's a few 4s, especially now. But I mean, there's still quite a lot of cells left that can be 4. All of those I'm seeing. Worth marking them. Oh, there was something I was looking at that would impact on this. I'm going to mark them for now. Yeah. The 8 possibilities in the middle were in those 3 cells. So if 8 was there, that rules out 2 of those straight away. It puts 8 there. Oh, that's beautiful. Look, that puts an 8. So these 3 yellow cells would be 8. I'll just colour them. If this was an 8, these 3 yellow cells would be 8. Now that restricts 4 to those 2. Sorry, I shouldn't colour them yellow. Let's colour them green. If that one was 8, these greens would be 8. That restricts 4 to these 2, which puts 4 here. But look, that green has put 1 there as well, and that's impossible. So if that was 8, it would require that cell to be both 1 and 4. And knowledge bomb, that's not possible in Sudoku. So let's remove the colours. This is not 8. 8 must be here. And that, please tell me that does something. As far as I can see, it's just giving me this remaining X-wing on 8s that is not an X-wing because it's the last positions left in the grid. It's not a usable X-wing. If that was 8, again, that would put 4 there. That would put 4 here. But then 1 could be there, which forces 7 here, 1 here, 1 here. That's all right. Oh, what? I mean, I thought that was useful, and it turns out not so much. Has it restricted some possibilities around here in this box, maybe at least? 8, 9, 4, 2, 1. Not really. 3, 7, 5, 9. No. 3 in this column can only be in one of those 2 cells, which is barely interesting. Oh, or maybe it's fairly interesting. What about these 2 pairs in the same box? If one of them, which one would be more constricting for the column? Oh, I see. If that was 4, that would be 3, but then the other ends could be either 1 or 9. But if that was 9, this would be 3. This would have to be 1. This would have to be 4. Oh yes, look, 9 is actually, I could put a corner mark in there because of these 2 9s and that one. There's something weird. Something's wrong with this. So if this is 9, oh, this doesn't have to be 3 necessarily. Ah, okay, that's not necessary. Oh no, if this is 3, yes, that's the way to look at it. If this is 3, that's 9. Yeah, there's something going on here. There's some problem here. If this is 3, that's 9. That puts 9 here and 4 here and 1 here. But Yeah, so look, I'm going to just do this. If this one is 3, if green is 3, we get 9 here, which puts 9 here and 4 here. That puts 1 here in the orange cell, if this is 3. But also 3 there, 9 there. That means this is a 1. It's effectively a naked single because there's a 4 in the box at that point. That would be 1. And combined with that 1, that would make this 1 as well. Wow. So 3 there breaks in this, I don't know, that might have a name. That might be some sort of wing or something. Or maybe it's just an alternative inference chain. Or maybe if you're very uncharitable, you would call it bifurcation. But I don't think it is, because I could see that, basically. That's my marking for what is bifurcation. I didn't have to actually fill them in. So this cannot be 3 because it would create 2 1s in column 6. So that is 4. And surely now that sorts out quite a few of these pencil marks, doesn't it? Oh no, oh good grief, it leaves us with these bobbins, I am tempted to say there. Right, but this is 1 or 9 now. That's come down to 2. This has still got 3 possibilities. Rats. Honestly, you make a big stride. You think it's going to give you something for the puzzle. No wonder this one's been driving Alessandra crazy. It's not pleasing me much at all at the moment. 1 or 9 there. How can we use that? Or does there continue being a problem if you put a 9 here in some way? 9, 4, 1. That all becomes 4. So that makes this 7, 3, 1. I mean, that's getting a bit... And then this is 1, and that's fine. There's no reason why not. Oh. And it is getting a bit of a chain, a bit bifurcated maybe. But 3s are getting very restricted now. Oh, yeah. Look at 3s in these rows. These are in rows 3 and 6. That is an X-wing, and it's much better than that 8 X-wing. This is potentially powerful. Let me colour that blue. Now I can get rid of that green colour. Right. In rows 3 and 6, 3s are confined to these cells. You can see that 3 is taking out that cell. That one is taking out all of those. All of the others are occupied with numbers that we filled in that aren't 3. So 3 is confined to those cells in those rows. Therefore, 2 of these cells have to be 3s. Now what that means is that there's a number of cells that we didn't otherwise know weren't 3s in the columns that those occupy. Suddenly, all of these cells that previously could have been 3 can't be. Let's just make them purple. They can't be 3s. Now this one, therefore, is either 5 or 9. 4, 3, not that helpful up here. It means 3 is confined to one of those 2 cells in box 4. And down here, now those can't be 3. That is quite useful with that 3. 3 is definitely in one of those. Oh, well, I say it's quite useful, and it means 3 is in one of those 2. And that may be all we've learnt. Haven't encapsulated that 3 is now confined to one of those 2 cells up there. Okay, so let's take out that colouring again for the purples. I'm going to leave the X-wing 3s in. Oh, surely we're going to get something here. Oh yes, look, now that can't be a 3, still can't be a 7. That is 5 or 9 as well, and we've suddenly got a 5-9 pair in the box. So I'm going to take out the corner mark. Now this must be 3 or 7, just like this. because they're the only things left in the box. Now 594, 187. Oh, that comes down to 3 or 6, and the others are not resolved. This can't be 3 though. That's one of the cells that was caught in the X-wing. So that's 2 or 6. This could still be a 3. Actually, 3 is now confined to rows 1 and 3 in boxes 1 and 3. So 3 must now be in row 2 in box 2 and is one of those. But having done that, this can still be 2, 3 or 6. Oh, this is a vicious puzzle. Now, come on, keep thinking about these 3s. If that was a 3, 3 there, 3 there, one of those obviously, 3 there, 3 is there already. It all works. Okay, what else would that do though? 3 there would put 7 here, 1 here. That puts 1, 4, 9 all in. 4 becomes here, 8 there, 8 there. There's nothing wrong with that. What about if these were 3s? Is there some problem there? What happens to 3s first of all? That becomes a 3, again one of those. That 3 is already there. 3 has to go in here. We've got that one. Again, one of these two. Actually, I can mark those as possible 3s when I come out of this. Now, has that done anything else to 7s and 1s? This becomes a 1. Oh, actually, this is quite interesting. Yeah, hang on. This is much simpler. If these 2 are 3s, what happens to 1s in rows 3 and 6? Again, like it was earlier. Where can 1 go in row 3 now? It has to be here. Where can 1 go in row 6? That one and that one. It would have to be here. So these 2 can't be 3s because they create this problem with 1s again. Fantastic. Okay, so those are not 3s. 3s are here. This is a 1. This one I don't know. Let's take out the colours now. We've used them. This is a 7 to finish. Oh, let's take out the colours, I said. That's a 7. Right. That 3 makes that a 7. 3 in column 9 is there. Column 8. That becomes a 9. Where's 3 in this column at the top? Yes, this is working. This is working so far. Still haven't sorted out these 149 things that I keep thinking are going to explode somewhere. 4137. 7 is in one of those, but it's not a pair with the 4. Because 4 could be there. 8, 4, 1, 3. Oh, come on, come on. Do we know? Has that forced 1 actually? No, not yet, because that can still be 1. Surely, I mean, this is another stage where I made a huge deduction and gained absolutely nothing from it. 8261. Am I missing something now? 2197, 3. 3, oh yes, I've noted it was confined to those 2 cells. So 3, the remaining 3s in the grid are in those. Which one of those would be a problem, I wonder? Six there would make that 3. would make all of those 3. I don't know, it would put a 6 somewhere there, but that's not actually very helpful. 7, 4, 3, that's not 1, that's not a 1. 1's in one of these cells. In row 6. 5, 1, 9, 2, 3, 6. So these are from 2, 6, and 9. So 1 and 5, 1 is in one of these. 5's up here somewhere as well. 9. Oh, 9. There we go. 9's looking at that cell. Sorry, that took a while. So that forces all of this. 9, 4, and 1 all done there. That 1 goes in there. 1, 1. Oh, good Lord. Still another X-wing forced. Not going to use that one, I don't think. 4, 9, 3, 7, 1. Ah, that 4 takes 4 out of this cell, and now this pair is a 4, 7 pair. So let's take out the corner marks, put 4, 7 in there. That forces this to be a 3. And suddenly we have actual traction in this grid, finally. 6, 2, we've finished row 2. 6 and 9 to go in. I'm not going to say a 69 pair. 2 and 5 there in box 2. 5 and 8. Oh, sure. I mean, I feel like this is pretty much getting done now, which I happily say, even though I'm not getting it done. 8, 2, 6, 1, 3, 4, 4, 7. Oh yes, 3, 1, 9, 2. So 6 now has to be here, given that 6 and that 6. Yes, 6 suddenly, which I thought was being one of the most useless numbers, suddenly getting done everywhere. 6 there puts a 5 here. No, I can't do the last 3 6s. Okay, 5 there though. That puts a 5 here. Lovely. 7, 3, 1. We've got a 2, 9 pair there. That 5 has fixed the 2, 5. Gives us the 8 in the middle. That's a 5 to finish the column. 2, 6 pair to go in box 5. That's a 2 or a 6 as well. So 7 in row 5 has to be here. That puts a 7 here, which fixes the 4, 7. Now we are finally getting home. 4 and 9. That 9 fixes box 1. 2 and 6. 2 and 6. 6. 5. That does the 9, 5, which does the 9, 2. Oh, that was an innovating ride. 1 and 5, there we go. So that is the completion of your puzzle, Alessandra. I don't know. I mean, that is not easy. I'm not at all surprised that has taken you days of thought. I hope you don't consider what I did to be bifurcation. I mean, I think those are logical steps. I can't believe that well, it's possible. I think it's highly unlikely that there are any more obvious logical steps than those. But you will prove me wrong in the comments if you can, and I would welcome it. So thanks very much for watching. Hope that's useful in tackling some of the extremely hard classic Sudokus you may find around, and certainly hope to see you next time on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.